So what will you get from working with me right now? What would you get if you spoke to me right now? If you took a free strategy session, what could you expect to have at the end of that session? Well, I have a lot of things that I want to teach people, but there's a limit to what you can teach in an hour. And also, if a person doesn't believe that they can, a lot of time will go into really just teaching them that you can, that there is opportunities out there that anyone can take advantage of. And the only thing you need is a way to get there, right? But the thing is, there's a lot of opportunities. There are many ways to find your ideal life online. And through my 10 years during this journey, I've found a lot. And I've found what works for me. That doesn't work for you necessarily, but you'll have a lot more to go from, you know? You will know that you don't know, as opposed to don't know that you don't know. So we need to get you to where you know, and just get that ingrained in you so that you do it second nature. Because when you know this, and when you start to get into this life, this seeking opportunities, or seeing opportunities because they come at you all the time, and then having the knowledge to actually go in and take that opportunity by the balls, if it's a dude, and just take every ounce of enjoyment that you have in life and enjoy it to the fullest. Like, we are pushed into situations that we don't want to be in, like going to a job that we hate, right? Being told that we can't by our closest because they know how to live our lives, or how to make money because now you need a paycheck, right? It's not that it's 2021 now, and people have been using Uber over taxi for some time in many parts of the world. Uber actually came during the last recession, you know, when people thought there was no way we can do anything. And then a few people used the internet to create something quite amazing, being Uber. Airbnb is one another, and it's global. These things happen all the time, and people seem to think that these things happen to other people. If you know me, if you've been on my YouTube channel or read my book, yes, I even have a book, you can actually see that I was quite a normal screw-up one time. Like, in 2005, I was a normal kid with a blood clot. That blood clot saved my life. Then in 2007, I was a normal kid with a blood clot, but I had a very victimized mindset and everything was wrong and happened to me. Then I burned down a mall and I landed myself $4 million in debt. Then I wanted to pay for that debt by committing 3 armed robberies and a whole lot of other stupid stuff. So I landed myself in prison. Thank the Lord and universe. You see, when I got in prison, I learned what it was that I didn't want in life. And us humans, we would rather go towards pleasure by moving away from pain, you know? Let's say that I give you a dollar, or $100 actually. I will give you the chance to win $100. Let's make that $150 actually. But you will have the opportunity or the chance to lose $100. Now, most people would not do that simply because of the pain of losing $100 outweighs the pleasure of winning $150. That's a psychological thing. And it's weird, but it made me realize that I didn't want prison. So it worked. I started to go on different adventures in life. And then I got a job. And then my blood clot came back and said, "Hello, have you missed me?" And I started to faint all over the place. That's not HR compliant, by the way. Don't start fainting all over the molten aluminum area. I lost that job. And then before that happened, before I really officially lost it, I got a son. I had someone else to look out for. And then the relationship didn't last with his mom, so we broke up and now I have to figure out how to support a kid. With no money, a blood clot, everything was to shit. Long story short, I've lost my family reputation, I've gotten them back, I've gotten into quantum physics, and the blood clot? Doctors are scratching their heads in disbelief because something happened, and I teach quantum physics and epigenetics and how our brain is doing this. The thing is, I'm trying to tell you all of this because most people don't think they can do anything. While in reality, if you know the process behind why things work, you can actually start interacting with it. It's like you don't know how 4 becomes 4 because of 2 plus 2 unless you know the process that made 2 plus 2 equal 4. Does that make sense? So if you have someone to teach you, whatever that is, if that is just whatever it is. For me, I teach freedom. And that is a very, very customized thing. I can't say to everyone that I'm going to give you freedom by giving you a whole lot of information on the subject. We have to talk. You have to say what you love to do in life. Your experiences makes you unique, and your mindset is different. So we would have to talk to you specifically, individually, and then figure out where you want to go. If you want to be guided all the way up there, we need to talk face to face. That's why we have a session like this, a free discovery session, where we go over all the nitty gritty so we find out what you love to do, what makes you tick, what makes you tick, and how you can actually go out there and create the opportunities that you want. That is a session. That is a strategy session. That's what I want you to click right now. Book that. Apply to that. Click the link. Apply to have a session with me and go through the questionnaire. If you go through that questionnaire, we're going to have a very specific, target-oriented session where we will go through everything in quick succession. Yes. The thing is, I work with a lot of people, and if I talk to a lot of people, I need to make that efficient. So if you can fill out that questionnaire as detailed as you possibly can, we will have one free session where I will solve the biggest issue you have. I will make the best attempt at it. My philosophy is that I help you as much as I can for free, so that you leave the call with a, if he gave me that for free, changing my life, what would he do if I paid him? That's my philosophy. And I think that if I just help people, which I have been doing for quite some time, leaving testimonials like awesome people leaving to me.
And I'm so glad you did. Corey, you changed my life.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But she's like, that was my first time like sitting and getting some time alone with him. I was like, let me get blown away. And she's like, yep. I was like, that's what everybody says after their first session with Tor one-on-one.
It's amazing.
You're amazing, dude. Hey, that's all I gotta say.
Then you will see that this is the real deal. So welcome. Book a strategy session. Let's talk. And welcome to the FML Project. Take care, your family.